Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your Super Bowl Sunday. We also have your boredom busters coming up, but first, our top story. Authorities have detained a man they believe is connected with a shooting incident in western South Dakota. Pennington County deputies responded to a shots fired call early Saturday morning at a home on Allen Gulch Road in Hill City. Deputies found several people with minor injuries they received from fighting, but it appears that none of them had been shot. The Sheriff's Department says they've detained the suspected shooter and that more charges may be filed against others involved in the incident. Investigators found several spent casings at the scene. We're learning new information about a weekend fire that destroyed a home west of Sioux Falls that we first told you about during our news Saturday morning. The Minnehaha County Sheriff's Department says the fire was started by a pan of cooking oil on the stovetop. The fire engulfed the home and also destroyed 3 vehicles. The people inside got out safely. Authorities closed a stretch of Highway 38 while crews worked the scene. No one was hurt. Firefighters in Yankton County were also busy battling a house fire over the weekend. This fire heavily damaged a home east of Gayville Friday night. Departments from Gayville, Yankton, Vermilion, Vollen, and Wakanda responded. No injuries have been reported. Body cameras are important tools for law enforcement agencies across South Dakota. KELOLAND News has obtained exclusive body camera video of an arrest of a suspect in Sioux Falls. The video shows the dangers that officers face when confronting potentially violent people. You can see what happens next as police draw their tasers, coming up on Eye on KELOLAND tonight at 10. Let's get a first check of the forecast now with meteorologist Adam Rutt in the Storm Center. Good morning, Adam.
Good morning, Perry, and good morning, everybody. It's a cold start to the day out there. Plan accordingly if you're going to be out and about this morning, though we do at least get above zero and by a decent margin later on this afternoon. That being said, as we take a look at Falls Park, yeah, it's pretty cold. 2 degrees below zero at the airport this morning. Crystal clear skies above, for now at least, with a north wind of 7 miles per hour. Cloud cover is going to increase a little bit more as we head later into the afternoon. So there's your air temperature. Again, near if not below zero across much of our East River communities. Pierre at 2 above, Mulbridge at 4, Winter 3, Yankton and Spencer at 1. But then you have that -6 in Huron, -3 in Worthington. It's just downright frigid. 8, though, Phillip, 12, Rapid City, 27 in Custer. Then you have the wind. It's not bad outside of Faith, but it doesn't take much to put that wind chill a decent bit below zero. And across really the entirety of our East River viewing area, we're talking about wind chills this morning, 10 to 20 degrees below zero. Plan accordingly. We do have some warmer weather to talk about, but not much in the way of moisture, rain, snow, or otherwise. We'll talk about that coming up.
All right, thank you very much, Adam. Well, the USD women's basketball team scored a big win for breast cancer awareness during the game Saturday in Vermilion. Both players and fans attending the game against Denver wore pink in support of people affected by breast cancer. An auction of 4 team jerseys raised $3,000 toward building a 3D mammography machine in Vermilion. The Coyote women would go on to beat the Pioneers 81-53. People in KELOLAND aren't limited to just betting on the final score of today's Super Bowl in Los Angeles. The Betfred Sportsbook at Grand Falls Casino also offers side bets during the game called prop bets for fans to try their luck. The prop bets include some pretty unconventional wagers, including first team to punt, as well as the team with the most punts, teams with the first charged timeout, and will a field goal or extra point hit an upright or a crossbar, and the team to score last in the first half. Betfred says Super Bowl prop bets are a popular feature at the sportsbook because they keep fans engaged in the game even if their team is losing. Betfred is expecting a sellout at the sportsbook in Larchwood, Iowa by the time of kickoff later today. The Sioux Falls Trophy Show, hosted by the Dakota Territory Gun Collectors, features more than 1,200 tables of guns for sale, swapping, or just admiring. The gun show is taking place at the Sioux Falls Convention Center from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Admission is $10. All federal, state, and local firearms ordinances and laws will be obeyed. The Sioux Falls Winter Carnival wraps up today with ski and snowboard races at Great Bear Ski Valley. Competitors of all ages and skill levels are invited to race. Registration closes at 12:15. There's a $10 entry fee with a chance to win a trophy and door prizes. The races start at 1 o'clock. Regular skiing and snowboarding is still open to the public from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. The Winter Carnival is a benefit for the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Sioux Empire. Well, if the Winter Olympics have inspired you to strap on a pair of ice skates, the Shields Iceplex in Sioux Falls is hosting open indoor skating from 1 to 3 p.m. Admission is $7 for adults, $5 for children and seniors. Enjoy a Sunday dip in the pool at the Midco Aquatic Center. Today's hours are from noon to 5. The cost is a daily admission or an active swim pass. Adam?
Well, if you're going to be headed outside, like I said earlier, you are going to want to plan accordingly and warm up. Maybe a nice dip in a warm pool inside wouldn't necessarily be such a bad idea, considering where we are now and the fact that East River locations are going to struggle to get much above the 20s for high temperatures. West River, however, it's a different story. We should be able to get into the 40s and even into the 50s. But this morning it should stay pretty quiet. High pressure barely overhead, but that's going to scoot on down to the southeast, allowing a clipper in North Dakota and Manitoba to move down to the south and east. Now, this really is not all that impressive of a system in terms of moisture by the time it heads our way. But for the time being, though, there is a decent bit of snow towards central North Dakota and southern parts of south central Canada. Some of that's going to try and clip northeastern and even down towards southeastern KELOLAND later today. Little, if any, accumulation is expected, but that's unfortunately not really going to help things out, considering we really need a nice good thump of snow to put a new snowpack on there. We've really been lacking in that department this month across much of the region. Now, we do try and get another system in place Tuesday and Wednesday, but you know there's two problems. One, not everybody gets something, and two, once again, this is a moisture-starved low, as we just have not been able to tap into any moisture from the Gulf of Mexico to try and help things out. As a result, we're just going to continue to wait and wait for something good to come around, at least in that regard. That being said, highs today, like I said, chilly to the east, 20s and 30s for highs with teens east of the I-29 corridor, 40s and 50s out west. Overnight lows dropping into the teens and 20s across much of the area. Unless you're in northeastern KELOLAND, you're stuck in the single digits. Valentine's Day, we see some improvement south and east. We get into the 30s, but 20s and a couple of teens are going to be stubborn in northeastern KELOLAND and into portions of Minnesota and Iowa as well. We take a small step backward West River, but still 30s and 40s. That's not bad. Your 7-day forecast has a better warm-up on the way for Tuesday. We told the line of 50, only to drop back down into the 20s on Thursday, and then rebound once again Friday going into Saturday. So a back-and-forth battle on the thermometer with little, if anything else, happening in terms of active weather. Have a great day, everybody. For more on your local news, weather, and sports, you can always head on over to KELOLAND.com.